Noah was tasked with the job of trying to save as many people as possible with Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh Yahweh's name and spirit. This was done in hopes that the righteous people might be saved and the people with the mindset of Cain would be wiped out. So a flood came and wiped out everyone but 8 people. Wasn't we talking about that? The 8? Those 8 people were Noah's family. Think about that for a moment. Just think of the fact that men began to call on the name of Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh. But even that was not enough to make them choose the way that Noah brought to them so that they could be saved. Woo, Yahweh. That is... That is so scary and sad right there at the same time. Because even with the calling on the name and learning about the characteristics of the name and the name taking place the way that it did, it still wasn't enough to change the mindset that had grown in them from Cain. You see how bad that is? You see how serious that is? That it wasn't even enough to make them want to save their own life. They were doubtful and full of disbelief, wavering at everything that they did. They wanted their own ways. They were greedy. They were so carnal that when they used the character take, like Cain, their father, they used it in a way that it couldn't even save their own life. They couldn't even take safety. I'll let that sink in. Now, moving past that thought, at this point, it would appear that Cain and his descendants were gone, and there would be no more craziness on the earth, because it was just Noah and his family that were saved. Here's a funny thing about killing the bodies of people. Their mindset can escape death and live on in the minds of other people. You got to remember, even though Noah's wife went with him and his sons wives went with them, that don't mean they was righteous. They were saved by default. They rode off the coattail of Noah, really, if you want to really look at it. But it was strict rules. Because can't you imagine? His wife had family. The sons' wives have family. Don't you think they wanted them to come too? But I'm pretty sure Noah was very strict on that. Nope. Think about those things. And that is exactly what happened. Although Yahweh Yahweh's mind was in Noah and his family, Cain was in there too. You best believe. Why? How? Because they all came from that side of the flood. Excuse me. They all came from that side of the flood as well, and still knew a lot about the old world, along with the new world that they were tasked to build. I said all of this to say, here is a book, one that we call the Holy Book, the Holy Bible, excuse me. This very Bible holds the history, life, and power of inheritance of a group of people. This has become the most talked about book and misunderstood topic because the knowledge contained in it was taken, just as it was back then. Washed out of the minds of its true owners and given to others as if it were theirs. It was given to its true owners as a loan that if you do this and bow to us, we will bless you. It has caused misery. Look at that. That's got to be something crazy. Let's say you have a car. It's your car. You built it. But I find a way to take that car from you when it belongs to you. And I see your children and they're walking, suffering, no ability to be able to have transportation like that. And I go and tell them that they can use this car, but they got to give me money for it. It's their car, but they got to give me money for it. And I'm going to give them all types of restrictions while they have the car and let them know that I can take it back from them. They get to enjoy the car, but they don't get the true history of the car, and they don't get the true essence of it belongs to them. They don't really understand that it really belongs to them. They think that it belongs to them through purchase of another mastermind. Think about that. Yahweh. Whew. Continue to read. The knowledge ended up. Visit the page, Patreon, TheeOpenYod. We're starting it out. We're bringing all the love to that page. You got Bible 101, you got Masterclass, and you're going to have books continuously coming on there. Continuous books for your reading on there. Purchase it at your will. Read it at your will. Stepping out of the shadows. That's what we're opening this page up with. Stepping out of the shadows. It's time to step out of the shadows and see the illusions. It's time to step out of the shadows and see for yourself what you have been missing.